Hi, so this video kind of came out of nowhere. I have been streaming, recording videos online, all types of media, for about a year almost. And my channel and my creative outlet has changed in its capacity. I also don't know why I chose a Halloween mug for this, but what are you gonna do? And so the Pokemon stuff is still happening. So right here, right at the beginning, the Pokemon stuff is still happening. But this is kind of a detour from that series. And so anyways, I'll kind of get into it. But if you could just excuse me for 1 minute. This video is definitely not in line with the Pokemon series at all. Still working on it. I actually have 2 interviews scheduled right now, so they will be happening. The response though on the Pichal vid it's by far the best video I've ever made with the most engagement. So if you're here from the Pichal video, thank you. It's great to have you here. He was so nice and so friendly, and it was great talking with him. While talking to my editor, I was like, heck, I should just interview you. Like, I'll just do that. And surprisingly, he was so like willing, and I was like so excited about it. I was like, the more I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, that would actually be a really cute, fun video. Mostly because a lot on this channel, we have our fair share of memes. We have our fair share of jokes, poking fun at my commitment to streaming. I don't think I've streamed a video since making. I think I've done a stream since making that video saying I was going to stream 5 days a week. So, you know, I've been bullied, I think, by my editor a couple of times.
Bro, what did you just say?
I just said bust what on my face?
Nah, bro, that's still gay.
No,
You're gay. He's gay.
I'm not gay.
Hence the title. As a joke, I was like, I'm gonna title this, I'm confronting my bully, which is still happening. I am confronting my bully. But anyways, yeah, so we got in touch. We scheduled an interview, scheduled some questions, which didn't really follow a lot of the questions, but it worked out very well. And kind of not only that, but like, there was a very healthy, I think, conversation just about where I am as a creative, where he is as a creative, where his team is, kind of hearing some backstory for his agency, him and his brothers, which you'll hear about. What I will say is it felt refreshing. It felt good to be able to, I guess, have a first-hand account and to hear some of that because, yeah, an amazing guy. Really cool to chat with, talk about, again, how he formed his agency, why I'm being bullied by my editor, and yeah, just kind of about all of it. So here you go. Who are you and what do you do?
Okay, hi, my name is Ali. I am a video producer. I'm mainly I started as a social media video editor, and now we have shifted to an agency. It's called Roshan Studio. We are 2 brothers running this company, Roshan A and Hasnan A. And yeah, we started as editors back in 2018. And from there, it's been like 5 years now that we are editing professionally for social media and YouTube.
So then would you say, so you said it was you and your brother, Ali and Roshan. I only know like how I found you, right? And it was like, I wanted to start this channel. I kind of wanted to do this thing. I went on Fiverr, right? Shout out Fiverr. And I like went off.
So when you reached out to me, I was there and I got back to you and I said, yeah, definitely we can do it. I think jumped on a video call. Initially, I try to, whenever there's a chance of long-term collaboration, I always try to do a video call because Fiverr itself is very hard to just try to understand each other by just chatting. A lot of freelancers on Fiverr try to only keep it on chat, but what they don't understand is, understanding what the other person wants is really tough. Jonah, did you do a video chat with the previous editor that you were working with?
We did a voice call. It wasn't a video chat. It was a voice call. But I mean, I think it's exactly what you said. Is like I gave pretty much the same exact pitch I gave to you, right? And it was just like, hey, I want to start this channel. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if I'll ever grow. I'm expecting not to. this is my budget, what can we do, right? And that was just kind of where it was. I mean, for him, it was like, whoa, I don't even need that much, and significantly less price and stuff. And obviously, it was like on a budget and whatnot, and that was great, right? And it was what I needed to just get started and to get my feet wet in order to start liking doing this thing, And then when I reached out to you, it was a little bit more of like, hey, I actually have a little bit bigger budget. I have a little bit more here, but I mean, on a call, but it wasn't
we have this questionnaire that we always ask our long-term clients on what their scope is. Do they have exactly a style that they want, or will they give us creative freedom? And I would say, when the client says you have a creative freedom, you can do whatever you want, that's a lot tougher than if they already have a guide, because now you'll have to impress them with your work, what you think will work out on their channel. You reached out in the end of 2024, and it's been like 6 to 7 months now that we are working together. So I had a meeting with different editors. I said who can do their best, because your videos are, if you just see the raw video, it's very raw.
It's very raw.
I mean, it's very tough for the editor to understand. I mean, I remember one editor asked me, what should we do on this one? What can be done on this? The editor who's managing your channel loves this style.
You serious?
He has this style where, you enjoy it a lot. Where he inputs these, or you call it, he bullies you.
Yeah.
He inputs these memes and fun stuff into it to keep the retention on it, and he loves that style.
Oh, 100. I think the first one, it happened. I'm trying to remember what the video was called, but it was something where I laugh or something, and he paused it, zoomed in on my laugh, and I was like, the disrespect was crazy, but I was crying. I was laughing so hard. It was the first video where there was some meme or something happened where I was like, this is hilarious. And then,
after hearing your feedback, I went to the editor and I said that he likes what you did. Keep doing that more.
Loved it. And then, when it was the second or third video, I was like, now that I have an editor that not only does stuff, but bullies, I can bully them by giving them more work. So then I can just go explosion, and they just have to do it because they have to do it. And that's hilarious. I have my script on my other monitor, and I will just start looking over at it. I'll read it a little bit, but I'll just ad lib and I'll kind of go for it. But it was the moment that I really started to enjoy the editing, enjoy the final cut, and enjoy the picture lock of it, that I was like, wait, I now know what to say. It made more sense to me of oh, if I say this, or if my scripts have changed. Even I think before, my scripts were a good 10 to 15 pages of just words all down this script, whereas now it's I don't know, 3 to 4 pages of some bullet points. I kind of know what's going on. It's so much nicer, and I think that's why I also was this interview could be fun of I feel as a creative, I've become so much more confident in myself and kind of what I want to do with the channel, and that's all thanks to the and without the edit, I feel would ramble on for So then how do you primarily source your clients, right? If numbers aren't the main thing, is it Fiverr? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on some of these other sites, or
someone told me about Fiverr, someone told me about Upwork, and these editing communities, editors online, these editing rigs, editing computers. I got into it then, because before that I was just doing very amateurly, just doing the basics of to get my videos posted online. But then I thought maybe I should put some time into this, and Corona was very good time for people who knew what they want to do in life. So I put a lot of time into editing and into learning editing. And then we made Fiverr profile with the name of Roshan, my younger brother, and on an Upwork profile with my name, Hasnan Ali, on Upwork. We had these two profiles. At that point, we were not thinking of a company, and we just thought of outsourcing clients. So at one point I was not doing any work, and then we had 2 to 3 editors who we are just outsourcing to. Then I decided that I'll not just work as a freelancer who's doing these outsource work. I'll start a company so I can, when we were focusing on quality, I can focus on that. So I started the company in September 2023 in just a very small office that we had at the time.
Did Roshan
And,
kind of participate in that hiring process, or did he kind of let you make that decision?
He was working online with everything. I mean, he was in loop with me. He's the CEO. He's still working with us. But yeah, the office that I started. I was the one managing it, and I started with one intern, and then we started hiring. We started with a few interns. It was a small city. There were not a lot of people who were working with this. I would say editing is quite new. Not a lot of people are familiar with the styles of YouTube editing and social media editing. So we started with interns. I started training them. I bought a lot of gear to give to them, and we started from there. And after hiring 4 to 5 people, I decided maybe small city is not best for us. We should move to the capital where there's a lot of people that maybe we can hire from. February, March of 2024, we shifted our office to the Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan. And when you reached out to us, we were around 4 to 5 people in the office. Hiring here is a lot easier. People, if they are from other cities, they can come to the capital as well. This is a bigger city. Starting a company and then managing the company and running a company, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the answer got really long. I'll let the editor know to cut it short. And
No,
maybe
I mean, it's all good, right?
bully
Like,
me-
everything
and
there.
maybe bully me as well.
Yeah, exactly. We're both getting bullied. We're both screwed. It's over. It's over for both of us. But I think exactly what you said. Like for me, I am in management, right? Like outside of YouTube, obviously, I don't make anything off this channel. If anything, it's net negative, right? But I'm happy to do it because I love being a creative and I love doing something, right? And it's like, I love the people, my employees that I do hire, that I do get to work with. And yeah, if they're fun to work with, then it makes my job more fun. And it just makes
Yeah.
everything so much easier and so much nicer. I mean,
Exactly.
if like this channel does ever take off, like, yeah, there's definitely a world where I'm like, let's get employees going, let's get things going. Like, I'm familiar with, so exactly what you said. I think it's all about the people you work with, and I think that's what makes it
Exactly.
so fun. For sure. Thank you so much for sharing all that. Just kind of continuing down the line. So when you kind of moved, had those 4 or 5 editors, were you still in a space where you were kind of just taking any projects that came your way, or at that point had you kind of moved more towards long-term clients? Or would you even consider your agency moving towards long-term clients?
When we started this on-site office, at that exact time we decided that we'll try to work with long-term clients. I mean, obviously working with long-term clients, it helps to build a strategy. It helps to understand what's working, what's not. Sometimes people just come to us, especially the one-timers. They come to us, they say, Ali, get this done, and then I'll make the video, and they'll say that the video didn't get views. Okay, you're done. I mean, we obviously can't work like that.
Right.
Editing takes a lot of time, especially creators. For every creator, especially on YouTube, it's very hard to know how the algorithm works, how YouTube works.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, thank you so much for this whole conversation. I think it's been really good, but I just gonna kind of finish up here, and it's not a question that I gave you, full transparency, but I think as we were talking about like some of those, you know, when you first started on Fiverr and these different sites, right, and like offering your services for free, other editors kind of offered their services free. What would you say, you know, to the person watching this right now who, you know, may have made a Fiverr account yesterday, right? They made an account yesterday, whether it's for, you know, editing on the video side, editing papers, whether it's for art, whether it's for whatever. What would you tell that person? How do they, would you have like advice on how to grow as a freelancer?
I always say to people who reach out to me, people who ask me this question, I always say that focus on the quality, focus on your skill more than just hunting clients. What people try to do is they learned editing from a YouTube course that's 2-3 hours long, and they think they are an editor now, but they are not, and they'll spend 80% of their time finding the clients and 20% of time editing the work. Instead, they should focus on the skill set. There are tons of people online who are looking for editors, who are reliable, who are good at what they're doing. I mean, if you are good, people will find you. So my advice is focus on skill set and not just on the business side of your skill.
I mean, yeah, I think this conversation has been honestly an absolute pleasure. We are both about to get bullied, absolutely. So before we get bullied, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I'll be the director of this episode myself, so I'll try to add whatever I want. But if you are being bullied for like last 15 to 20 videos, I'll sacrifice that as well. I'll add myself into the bully as well.
It's the best. I don't think that there's more fun I've ever had than getting bullied on the internet by someone I give money to. All right. Well, with that, I will.
Doing a podcast like this, I hope I did well. If I didn't do well, the editor will make me well as well. So, editor.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, this was a pleasure. And yeah, that was the end of the interview. So super fun, super funny. The questions were so organic. I mean, with Pichal, I had like a list of questions that we went through, obviously, as one does. But with him, it was a lot different. I had a list of questions, didn't really adhere to a lot of them because it didn't feel necessary, because it was so organic. It was just such a fun, healthy conversation. So I hope you like this video. If you are a Fiverr creative or a freelancer, they do have an Instagram. Plug it right there. Follow them. I have an Instagram that I don't really shout out, but we'll plug that right there if you want to. And other than that, that's gonna do it. The next video will be another interview with a Pokemon TCG player, is what I will say for now. I'm having a lot of fun with these interviews. So with that, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.